Hey and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing the long-awaited apartment tour. It took 2 months, but we finally finished furnishing our flat. We still, I would say, are kind of like 80% there, but I would say the majority of the stuff is done now. And I have actually done an empty apartment tour as well, so I'm gonna link that down below for you if you want to see the before. But I'd say let's get started with the first room. I'm currently in the kitchen. So the kitchen is probably the place where the least has changed because all of the furniture was already in here. The main thing that changed is that we now have a lot of spices, and we also got a little army of basil. Even though the kitchen hasn't really changed that much, I'd say I still spend a good chunk of time in here every single day. I absolutely love cooking. I cook every night, so it was really important for me to get a lot of good quality kitchenware. And in the other corner over here we have all of our appliances. So we have our kettle right here, which matches our toaster. I'm not gonna lie, I do find the toaster is a little bit big. On the other hand, we have a very slim coffee machine, which is my Nespresso one. I do really like Nespresso. I know it's probably not the best of the capsules, but I did actually buy these little aluminium pots here, which are just refillable, so it's a bit better for the environment. And then into the next room, which is our living and dining room. So we did have the inbuilt shelves and like an inbuilt cabinet, but everything else is new. We didn't have anything in here. And this room turned out to be my absolute favorite room, specifically this corner over here. It looks so cozy. So starting at the fireplace, we did get this oil painting that's on top at a second-hand store, and I think it makes all the difference to the place. And I did also get a salt lamp. I always wanted to have a salt lamp. I never had one before, and I think it makes the place just super cozy and comfortable. And then we have the couch, which I think is perfect for 2 people. It's big enough that both of us can just sit in here and lie in here and put our feet up, but then it's also not too big to take too much space away. And I did want to break up the grey of the couch a little bit with some warmer tones. I got these lovely cushions here, which are this light beige and white stripes. And then I also got this blanket here, which I think is so cool. This is a Australian merino wool and bamboo. It was a little bit pricier obviously than synthetic blankets, but I think it's definitely worth it, and it looks really pretty too. And then the rug belonged to Nick before he actually left New Zealand, so I have no idea where he got that one from. And the couch table is from some work colleagues. And then over here we also have this lovely little plant which I picked up the other day. I definitely want to get some more plants as well, and I put it on the silver tray, which might be a bit of a waste of the silver tray, but I think it just looks really chic. So yeah, it's gonna live on the silver tray for now. And then turning around to the other side of the living room is our dining area. And this one was the last one to finish. We waited for these chairs for I think a month and a half to arrive, but I think it was so worth it. I really love those chairs. And the reason we got a round dining table is because we felt the room flows much nicer. And I did actually watch some interior design shows before we moved in. And one person on the show said that if you have round tables, the room just feels softer and yeah, everything flows more easily. So I thought I want a round table for my dining area too. And initially when we moved in, we wanted to use this little bench here, this windowsill, to sit down and read books, but we never really end up doing that because it is too cold right now. But we did decorate with this old chip that Nick still had at home, and this old beautiful vase that we got from Nick's mum. And then obviously on the other side, if you've seen the empty flat tour, we do have this inbuilt kind of drink cabinet. We use it for nicer crystal glasses. Again, we picked those ones up in charity shops again. If you want to find like lovely old crystals, just go to a charity shop. They're sometimes even cheaper compared to when you buy just normal glasses. So as you can tell already, Nick and I both really love a good mix of old and new. We do really like our old antiques and like silverware and crystal glasses, but then we also like kind of newer touches like the velvet chairs. So it's the mix of keeping it modern but still chic and classy at the same time. That's kind of like what we're trying to go for. The only thing I would probably change is that I would buy a huge rug for the whole living room and maybe hang up more photos, but as it is not our flat, we're actually not allowed to hang anything up. and the walls are a little bit empty. But let's move on to the next room. So this room was initially advertised as a second bedroom, but as it's just the two of us living here, we don't need a second bedroom. So instead we've put in a working place for the both of us. So if I work from home, I work from here, and then Nick sometimes uses it on the weekends as well. So it's just a really nice quiet space for us to kind of also separate the living from the working area. I found it really tricky in my old flat where I had to work from the bedroom, and I really struggled in the evening to switch off. So yeah, that's our little working area, and then when you turn around, I got this keyboard here, which I got from Nick for my birthday, and I was honestly so happy about it because I did play the piano for a long time when I was younger, and then when I moved abroad I stopped playing because I always knew that I'm not going to stay at a place. So for me, I always thought there's no point of investing into a piano or a keyboard. But yeah, he got one for me for my birthday, and it's just really nice to do something other than watching something on your phone or on your computer in the evenings, and actually do something that's a bit more fulfilling, to be honest. And this is the last room of our flat. We do have like a bathroom and a hallway as well, but if you've seen my empty flat tour, nothing has changed in those two rooms. And then starting off with the side where the wardrobes are, so we did have the inbuilt wardrobes already, which I'm very thankful for because wardrobes can be super pricey, so I'm really happy that we had some inbuilt ones. We did struggle a little bit to fit everything in, so we did also get this chest of drawers here from Kmart, which I do have to say is probably the only purchase that I kind of regret because it's super flimsy and cheap. It's literally already kind of like half falling apart here on the side. It was only like $150 or something, but still I'm annoyed that I didn't wait and just went to a charity store, because we went to charity stores and they had beautiful chest of drawers there as well, like old mahogany ones for $200, and it's like, why didn't I just wait until, yeah, we went to them. But anyway, stuck with this one now. Up here I've put a mirror which I use in the morning to get ready. I do have all of my makeup and everything in the top drawer here. Again, I would probably hang it up if I could, but we're not allowed to hang anything up. It's just leaning against the wall here for now. And then we also have like all of our like small bits and bobs and perfumes and everything. And then turning around over here, we have our bed. So again, with the bed, I would actually not pick the same one again. The reason being that we're not allowed to hang anything up on the walls, and I feel like the space up here is just really empty. So now thinking about it, I would have actually picked a bed with a bigger headboard instead. But we did need the bed literally on the day we moved in because we needed to sleep somewhere, and we have never seen the flat before in person. So we kind of bought it blindly in a way, but I think it's still a really lovely, pretty bed. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just for the space because there's so much white. I wish we could break it up with something. We did go with a queen size. We were initially thinking for king size, which I think the room could have taken a king size as well. But yeah, queen size is still a pretty good size, I think, for 2 people. And for anyone living in Europe, that's, I think, 1.60 meters. And then obviously we have our bedside tables as well. We did get these lamps at Kmart, so we did buy those ones new, and the bedside tables are new as well. I actually really love the bedside tables, and they also go with the chest of drawers. And then over here on the other side, opposite of the bed, is this old table here, which is kind of like a vanity or like an area that I thought to use to get ready in the morning. I haven't really used it for that yet because we were like moving in and we threw stuff everywhere and just like random drawers, and we kind of stuck to them. I probably need to organize it a bit better. The table looks like a Baroque style with the legs, and I think it gives the room a lot of character because we have so much white and light brown woods. Again, I'm still thinking of what we can do with this wall here, if we can hang something up or how we're gonna do this. As I said, we're not fully done yet with the flat. We just got all of the furniture in. Now it's about like doing the final bits of like decorating, getting the final pictures or plants or whatever in. I'd say we're like 80% there. So this is my furnished flat here in Auckland. I can't tell you how happy I am that I'm pretty much done now and I don't have to spend every weekend thinking about furniture, running around and picking stuff up, but I can actually use my time now to explore Auckland and do other things outside of thinking about my flat. I hope you enjoyed this video and seeing my flat, and let me know if you think that I missed anything that I should really get as well. But otherwise, if you did like it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!